Hello, good evening and welcome. Welcome to Rangers Radio. Join myself, Foxchair, on the panel tonight is the brains of Rangers Radio, Cumbrian Bear, and the one and only Ibrox Low. How are we doing, gentlemen?
All right, lads.
Good evening, lads.
I believe you've got the team, Ibrox.
I do. It's Foringham, Tavernier, Bates, Martin, John, Holt, Goss, Candias, Windass, Murphy and Cummings. So for my reckoning, that's one change from Saturday's match. Cummings in to replace Morales. Substitutes: Alnwick, Cardozo, Hardy, Doherty, Dodu, the one and only Kenny Miller, and Morales on the bench.
Strange. I mean, I know Morales, but he always looked dangerous, works hard. Maybe needs a rest, or maybe there's bigger fish to fry. Cumbrian Bear.
Can't make it out. I can't make it out with the wee man doing it. I hope he's not just lost interest altogether. But
Kenny Miller, a good thing for you, mate.
I thought he'd
he's one
start.
of my favourites.
I thought Graham would play him.
Graham phoned me and said, "What do you think?" I said, "You need to put him on the bench." But I meant a different bench, but that's another story. Anyway, if you've got any thoughts on the team, what's the number, Ibrox?
It's 0141 356 1972.
You can join us at rangersradio.online. We're all school blue, and his glamorous assistant will bring you into the call. So, how do you see it? Same set-up again?
Aye.
4-4-1-1?
Aye.
4-2-3-1, whatever you like, you know.
That's the way
how do you see it?
I see the 4-4-1-1 lately.
Me too. What be yourself, Ibrox?
As you say, mate, it could be a 4-2-3-1 or a 4-4-1-1. They can multi-change throughout the game. For me, it's just... Well, for me, it's a shock. I know the manager seems to have a lot of faith in Windass, mate, but I don't think I said it last night. I got the chance to say it, but I'd have dropped Windass for the night's match and brought Cummings in and let them go with Cummings just playing that wee bit of behind role where Windass has been playing in recent matches. If Windass wants to get the fans back on side, mate, tonight he's got to show up, and he's got to show up for every single minute that he's on that park, because if he doesn't, there will be a lot more slating again, and it'll just be back to the same old question: why, oh why, does your manager, Mr. Murphy, keep playing Windass?
Anyway, we've been joined by a couple of speedy merchants. How we doing, Gary? How we doing, Cairo?
Hi, lads.
How we doing, guys?
Hiya, Cairo's fine.
Cairo.
Give your thoughts, Cairo. You seen the team?
Just seen it there. I wouldn't have had Windass on. I'd rather have seen Cummins and Morales on.
Windass, he's either a 2 out of 10 or a 8 out of 10, isn't he? When he's bad, he's really bad, Cairo? What was Cairo? Gary, what's your thoughts on the team, mate?
I really wanted to go 4-4-2 tonight, if I'm honest. I wanted Cummins and Morelos. I wanted to see how it goes, and I would have dropped Windass, and I would have had, I don't know, I would have definitely dropped Windass, but have Cummins and Morelos up front. As I say, I really wanted, I've been saying for a while now that I want to try the 4-4-2. Yeah. I think tonight would have been the night to try it, but hey ho, I just hope he's one of them. I hope Marty isn't one of them. He's just going to stick with Windass. You know what I mean? As if he's scared to drop him. I just hope that's not coming into it at all.
Mm-hmm. He wasn't the only man that didn't play well on Saturday, but let's be honest about it.
No, he was not the long shot.
No.
Tavernier was poor. I don't know. He seems to be good, sort of a good, terrible, good, terrible. Really bad. He just doesn't seem to be with it. It wasn't the same TV station as he usually is. He wasn't the same TV station as the rest of them, I don't think. And I think the two central defenders, a lot of folk were, when I was listening to phone-ins and that, and reading a lot of the forums, a lot of them folk were having a go at the likes of Bates and Martin, but when your midfield's getting overrun, it's dead in there chasing. Your defensive have no chance, especially when you've got a left back that was getting overrun that first half an hour every single time. There were no way, everybody was going by him. There was one-way traffic with there.
I think I thought actually the centre half's done all right Saturday, Cairo.
I did as well, and you can't really fault them. I mean, they're doing their job, and they crosses. I mean, look at a couple of chances that Hibs had in that first half. They were off of the right hand side, coming across for the right wing, low and hard. I mean, okay, you expect their crosses ought to get blocked out, but you can't expect your two central defenders to take the blame for that. The goal, you could have blamed the midfield, you could have blamed the centre defence, and we could blame the goalkeeper. Unfortunately, the goalkeeper positioning was poor, and if he makes a mistake, it's a goal usually. But there is something structurally wrong at Ibrox when every week we go out and you look at the stats and you see Rangers 20 opportunities at goal, 20 plus or minus, whatever it is. So many on target, 1 goal. Opposition, 5 or 6 chances in goal, and they scored 2 of them. There's something structurally wrong when that's happening. Part of it is we don't mark our men. There were times me and my brother were just looking at each other. You could see it. You could see the goal before the guy scored. Nobody was going to him. The guy that passed the ball into the net for outside the 18-yard box. It's so obvious. And you look at the left back was marking 2 folk at times. He didn't know who to mark, so he's kind of stuck himself in the middle. That made him look stupid because either one of the other 2 players got the ball, they just passed it to the other guy when he moved. If they'd stuck to one, they'd forced one of the other Rangers players to mark the other one or shout at them. And unfortunately, if you don't do your own job well, then you can't blame anybody else for not doing their job. If you're doing your job right, and the guy that's not getting marked because somebody else isn't marking him, then you can have a go at him and tell him what he should be doing. But they don't seem to want to do that, and that's something I've noticed a wee while. I didn't mean arguing. I mean, they're not having a go at each other for no marking each other's players. Aye, and it's fucking so obvious. And I mean, I was listening to the archives today. The points that everybody was making. If you go into the archives and listen to what we were saying 6 months ago, they're no more. It's different personnel, exact same structural problem.
But Keamy over on midfield. Ibrox Law, would you want to give the team again, please?
Yeah, I'll do, mate. I've got here. It's Fotheringham, Tavernier, Bates, Martin, John, Holt, Goss, Kindias, Windass, Murphy and Cummings. So that's one change from Saturday with Morales dropping out for Cummings. Substitutes: Alnwick, Cardozo, Hardy, Doherty, Dodo, Kenny Miller and Morales.
All right, so one change. Jason Cummings in for Morales. Morales on the bench. Morales, Dodo. Give us the substitutes.
Yeah, Alnwick, Cardozo, Hardy, Doherty, Dodo, Miller and Morales.
All right, okay. Halliday's appeared. He wasn't on the bench on Saturday, if my memory serves me right, Gary.
I know that's. Do you know, I like it though. We've got a squad now where we can use rotation. You know, we can try different things. For me, it's been a while since we've had that. You know, that choice really. Do you know what I mean? To be able to try different things. So Halliday, to be honest, I was never really keen on him coming back. If I must be honest. I don't see that he's any different from what he was before, unfortunately. I don't want to slate the guy, but you know, I don't see anything different from what was there before. So for me, the bench is the right choice in that sense.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we've got a couple of centre forwards there. Cairo will go to Cumbria next. We lack other players to come on with width.
I think so. I don't know. Dodo's, he's not my cup of tea. He's too light and flimsy, and he's a fanciful player, I think. I'd like to see what Docherty can do. Supposedly he's supposed to give a wee bit dig. I don't know if he gives any width that we're needing. By the way, I like Candace. I thought Candace has been pretty solid this last wee while. He's getting in there, he's covering back, he's helping Tavernier out when he has to help him. So I don't know if you'd take him off. If you're going to bring in somebody like Docherty, I don't know who you'd take after. Probably Holt's not doing much other than...
I didn't think Holt played well on Saturday, Kyle. I didn't.
Nah. So, I mean, Holt out, bring in somebody in there to help the midfield out. But we need to shape ourselves to match these teams in the middle of the park. We just didn't do it the other day. Where they go to, I don't know, but certainly Windass doesn't see... He doesn't see where help's needed and go and get it. I don't know. I think somebody said last night he doesn't seem to be football savvy or tactics savvy. I think that's pretty true when you see the way he plays. When you get smart players, you don't recognise that you don't see that they've recognised they need to go and help. They just go and do it, and you can see them sticking out a mile. We don't seem to have anybody that can do that. Change it on the park, and that's crazy. And I don't think Murty's got the. I don't know what's wrong with Murty. He can't see it either, because everybody else could see it on Saturday. We're getting overrun in midfield easily.
The second half of the first half, mate, was torture to watch, and the goal was coming. It didn't matter. It was a bad goal we lost. You weren't shocked that they scored. Anyway, let's move on to the night's game in Cairo, and then Cumbrian. How do you see us lining up?
Well, I think it's going to be exactly the same as Saturday. I don't think
4-1-1.
I think so. He's only playing one up the front. He's bringing on Cummins instead of Morelos. I'd rather have brought Morelos on, and then he can either go sort of a 3-5-2 or 4-4-2, whatever you fancy doing. Bring your personnel in. I think the way he's got it shaped there, I think it's going to be kind of a 4-4-2.
What about yourself, Cumbrian? How are you lining up?
Kyle just took the words out of my mouth there. I was looking at it there, and that would give us Josh and young Cummins through the middle. Yeah, it'll be a handful for any defence. Do you not think so?
Well, I think the problem we've got is if they play a 3-5-2, mark them man for man with one spare. We've got 5 up against our 4 in the midfield, and we're back to the same again, Cairo, aren't we?
Yep, I think so. So it's recognising that. What do you do with it? Well, I don't know if you take Holt off, bring on Docherty, kind of change it a wee bit. I mean, when Docherty was with Hamilton, he was more a midfielder than he was a kind of a winger. Did he give Hamilton the width? I think he was more in a sort of a central midfield, wasn't he?
I believe so, mate. I never obviously seen him every week,
So if it's width that's the problem, but maybe it's no width. Personally, I don't think it's width. I think if you've got enough folk that are strong enough in the middle of the park, then you can afford to carry the likes of a Windass or that, that's going to run. But you can't afford to carry as many players as we're bloody carrying. That's the problem. You can afford to have one player that's kind of having an half game, or one player that's a bit mercurial, and he's going to get you, get you a goal. But you can't afford to have too many players off form, and I just don't see the shape of the team if we're going to go the same as we went on Saturday. I can't see anybody with an ounce to go in and help them out unless we bring in Docherty, move somebody else out, like take Holt out, for example. Who, being honest, whilst he's industrious, he's not getting as much else in, is he? So I'd like to see Docherty come on just to see what he could give in there, see if we could shore up that midfield. Because if you should start to shore up that midfield again, like it was when Jack and McCrory were in there, your central defenders and your defence looks a lot more comfortable as well. And they certainly didn't look comfortable.
What's your thoughts on the boy Goss, mate?
I think he's. The couple of games I've seen him, I think he's a wee bit. Just the first bit of the game on Saturday seemed a wee bit overawed, I thought. Just sort of with the crowd and the occasion. He came into the game a wee bit in the second half. I think he can pass a ball. I think no bad, but I don't think he's shown me enough to know to say, hey, that guy's going to be a great player. I think he's got it within him, but I just don't know if he's got. I just don't know if he's going to be able to do it in front of 48,000, 50,000 people every week. That's my worry with him.
Consistency, you're right, maybe a fair comment.
I think he was a wee bit overawed. Did you not feel as though the occasion kind of flew past him that first?
I thought in the first half, Cameron, it's only my opinion, I thought in the first half, because they were playing against him and Holt, I wouldn't criticise them too much, because I felt as if the boy McGeoch was coming in and just pinging balls, and they didn't know where to stick or twist, go with their withers or go with the man with the ball, because there was always a spare man in there. And I think very, very good.
Yeah, and I think that was very similar to how Declan John was as well at left back, because they had that Scott Allen kind of did the same in that area, didn't he? He kind of strutted about that area, and Declan John seemed to have two men. So to me, he looked as though he was getting overrun. He wasn't at the races, but it's hard for a left back to mark two players all the time. So there was somebody wasn't doing their job, and I don't know. The midfield just didn't seem to back each other.
See, the way I see it, what we like, we can play some really, really nice football at times, and some really penetrating football at times. But the way I look at the whole picture is, what we lack on the football field, and maybe even off it, is leadership. We don't have strong leadership in the park. We just don't have it. I was hoping this Martin boy might be the boy to do it, or Alves, but it's not worked out that way. We need leadership. So I look at it, and all them players would play to their best.
When you look at Manchester City, mate, arguably the best team in Britain at the moment, they just go out and play, don't they? I mean, Company's there, he's not played much, he's their captain. They all do their job and everybody works for each other. They've not got a John Gregg type there, have they?
No, but it's drilled into them.
No, but you're talking about having a team that's got players on their own ability can go and score a goal. They have a player there that what do you call him? The guy with the red face. He can ping balls through. There might not be one outstanding leader on there, but I'll tell you what, they've got a lot of guys that can take it on. They've maybe got 2 or 3 players, and if they played for each other a lot more than they do, they'd be some team. They're just starting to get there now, but they've got a couple of players there that can win a game for them. We don't have that level of skill to do that. Maybe once every now and again, but not every week.
Talking about skillful operators, we've been joined by EK Bear. Evening, EK, how we doing, mate?
Hi, EK.
Cool operator.
How you doing, lads?
How you doing, mate? I see you putting a shout out in the lobby, mate. You want to put it out here as well?
Well, okay, if you want me to do that.
That's
answer's yes, mate.
Yeah, but I was just saying, because I realised the Euro show's been missing from the platform for quite a while, because I've just been busy and haven't been able to get the time to put it on, but time has elapsed now. I feel like I've got the time to commit back to it again. I've had a chat with Boswell, and he's open to coming back as well. So we're just going to see if we can get it back on again, starting this month. At some point, I'll have a word with the tech crew and see what our options are for doing the Sunday show again. But we'll look into...
negotiated yourself a better contract this time?
Oh, yeah, much better. Oh, much better. Yeah.
Well done, mate. Well done.
Yeah, but I must admit, I've missed doing it, but just been busy enough that I didn't think I could do myself justice to do a decent enough show. Yeah. So now that I've got the time again, at least a little bit to commit to, I'm going to try and bring it back. So for all those who know what it's on about, for all those who know what it is, then that's something to look forward to. And for those that don't, you got something to look forward to that you haven't heard before. So it should be fun.
All right, mate.
Hopefully from this Sunday, but I'll discuss with the tech crew. See what our options are.
What's your thoughts on the team, mate? We've not heard from you for a while. What's your thoughts on the team? What's your thoughts on the team tonight, and how you think the game will go?
Team tonight, I suppose, is fair enough. I'm disappointed that Morelos is the one to drop out. If I was going to pick people to drop Morelos wouldn't have been top of my list. I can understand getting Cummings a game. I think down the list of people to responsible for Saturday, Morelos was well down the list in terms of who could have been replaced. But then again, that just speaks to lack of options on our part. I think we'll be okay today because we're away from home, and that seems to be pretty good for us. I mean, if we could just play away from home every week, we'd probably be all right. Probably winning the league at this point. But I think I agreed with what the guys have been saying in the show. We without Ryan Jack or Ross McCrory, we do lack just a bit of a physical presence in the middle of the park now. And it's kind of back to where it was, kind of like at the start of the season / kind of back under Warburton time when we had a nice team that could play some good football, but
they were a nice team.
Yeah, a nice team that could play decent football but couldn't actually fight. And that was the trouble with. I mean, you were totally right about McGee just running the game in the entire first half on Saturday. It was sickening to watch it from the stands when you're screaming at someone just to sit on them and stop them passing the ball about. But just disappointing the way we kind of shot ourselves in the foot in the second half, because I think if we hadn't conceded that penalty, I think we weren't getting beat, put it that way. We just went and shot ourselves in the foot by Tav having a brain meltdown in the box, which he's unfortunately a bit prone to doing sometimes. But
they had gone, mate. They had gone.
Yeah, they hadn't had a kick in the entire second half.
Yeah.
They get up the pitch once and we make a dreadful mistake.
Yeah.
That's the unfortunate thing, because I don't think we will lose in that game otherwise. And then you could see the whole crowd was up, and the penalty just killed the atmosphere. It just killed it, because we dug all that effort out to get back in the game. Great free kick from Goss to get us back level, and then just gave it away again, which is really disappointing.
Yeah, and what's your view on the subs tonight and Kenny Miller back in? I know you're a big fan, mate.
Yeah, I like everybody in the platform. Huge fan of Kenny Miller. I mean, it's another body, so I'm not going to complain. It's just the position, the subs do. It's strange a little bit, because kind of Doldoo, Miller and Morelos are kind of all the same, doing the same similar sort of stuff. So it's a bit weird to have three of them on the bench, really. But I'm glad he's back, because it's another body, and we do need bodies. I'm a bit surprised we're not going to see Docherty yet. But he likes Holton. He's obviously got Murphy's got quite a big thing for Goss. So he's probably going to have to wait a while to get in the queue. But I'm pleased to see Miller back, just from the point of view it's an experienced head that we haven't got much of at the moment. That might be useful for us come later on. A experienced head that might have been useful on Saturday right after we scored right enough. But
you're a fair guy. Before I go to our new caller, you're a fair guy. Windass has became the whipping boy. He seems to be either. There's no in between.
There's no in between with Windass, yeah. I think some of it's deserved and some of it isn't. I think it's fair to say he didn't play well on Saturday. Missed a glorious chance at 0-0 that you would expect him to form his into Berry. Didn't. I think it's just kind of what we're learning what Windass is, and I don't think Windass is a 10. I don't think he's someone who can sit in the hole and pick out passes and be that creative. What I think he is a physical footballer, and he's good at running. He's good at getting his head down. He's decent with the ball at his feet and running at people. And he's got a decent shot on him.
You think he's lazy?
Lazy's maybe a bit harsh, but I don't. He certainly doesn't. I mean, when you see him against the likes of Murphy and Kindeas, it's like they're playing a different game in terms of defensively, because Windass doesn't contribute at all. I mean, you can see the amount of cover Declan John's had since Murphy came into the side. It's totally different. I mean, when Windass was out there, he was basically playing it in the left by himself defensively. I just don't think he's got it in his game. Maybe laziness is a little harsh, but I can see why people would say that. Because I think he's just I think he's more of a striker than a midfielder, and I think people compare his work rate to a midfielder, which is maybe a little unfair too, because I don't think he's an out-and-out midfielder. I think.
Do you think he's an instinctive player rather as a player that can think about the game and go and help other players when they're in trouble? And by that I mean the midfield, go into the midfield when they're struggling, because that's what it seems to me. He seems to be one of these kind of a players. Give him the ball and he'll be able to do something with it. But get him thinking about the game. I don't see that in his makeup. I might be 100% wrong, but it's just the way I see it.
No, I'd agree. I don't think it's a coincidence that when we saw the best of him, we were playing that 4-4-2 diamond shape, and he was essentially playing as a second striker. I don't think it's a coincidence that was the best he's played all season when he's been in that system.
Yeah, that was the system we played in Saturday, mate.
Agree to disagree.
Oh, there was the two defensive mids, and he was at point yet.
Yeah, he was at the point, but he was a point off Morelos. And he wasn't right up top. For me, that's what it looked like to me at the game anyway. But
he certainly never came back and helped. I don't know whether it's just that feeling that folk are saying he's lazy, and that I don't think it's the fact that he's lazy. I just don't think he's got it in him in his head. Know what to do.
I think that game was screaming for him to sit on McGear just after 20 minutes, and he never switched on to do it because I don't think he knows.
So what about Murty? Should Murty not be telling him then? If he's no good at, should Murty not be kind of telling him more a bit?
The only thing about saying Murty's defence, mate, when we came out in the second half, when he's got a hold of him the whole time, it was a completely different performance. That's to his credit, mate. Whatever he done,
I don't think it's the fact he's lazy.
At time it seemed to work. Anyway, we'll be joined by a new caller. Evening, caller.
You speaking to me?
That's you, Bridge, yes.
Oh, okay, pal. I'm a live caller.
I was wanting to surprise the world that it was you, mate.
How you doing, guys?
How you doing?
How you doing,
Good. Good. Excellent, pal. Yourself?
Not too bad, mate.
You watched the game for the Windy, Bridge?
Watched the game just about, innit? We're quite close, quite close. Easily within walking distance, that's for sure.
So, have you seen the team, mate?
I have seen the team. I stuck something in the lobby. Foderingham, Tavernier, Bates, Martin, John and Candias. Sorry. Foderingham, Tavernier, Bates, Martin and John. Candias, Holt, Goss and Murphy. Windass and Cummings. That's the top. That's the front ones. And Alnick, Kenny Miller, Cardozo, Halliday, Doherty and Joe Dodu. I'm not dead sure. But that's probably the best he can come up with. Desperately, as I said last night, desperately waiting on these players getting fit again. Hopefully, Miller's going to come back and help them out in some way or other, with experience. I don't mean to play, I just mean be in the squad, have experience in the squad. How you doing, Cairo? You alright, pal?
I was up until a second ago.
I know. Are you not wanting Miller to play? Is that what you're saying?
I never said that.
Okay, then.
Bridge.
I honestly, if we think Miller's the answer, I don't.
I don't think he's the answer, and I don't think there's very many people do. However, let's be very honest, he has surprised all of us, for sure, in the past. So he may well do that today. I guess the God's honest truth is we don't know, but for God's sake, we definitely need something, don't we?
I think you're right. I think we definitely need something. I just don't think it's Kenny Miller. I don't think Kenny Miller's the answer. I mean, we're talking here about shape, midfield, helping each other out and folk getting in there and seeing where other players need help or, positions need help. Kenny Miller upsets the shape of the team all over the place because he's all over the place trying to do everybody's job and no doing his own. So that's my biggest gripe with him is that.
Well, the only time you see the team looks good with Kenny Miller in it is when you look at it on paper. Because when he's playing, there's sometimes he just looks completely out of sorts and out of position. And it doesn't matter what position that is, by the way. He seems out of it.
Yeah, I honestly, I don't see him as the answer. And I'm not trying to belittle the guy in any manner or means at all. I'm talking about Rangers as a team here. I think he kills the shape of the team altogether. Kills it.
I don't think he's the only one now. I think the guy you were speaking a few minutes ago...
Let's be really honest about it, Bridge. If we'd have scraped a 2-1 win, we'd have been buzzing for this game. I mean, we're looking for the same performance again. Just that, losing that game on Saturdays took the wind out of everybody's sails.
Killed us. I don't know what took the wind out of our sails. Killed us. And there's not just me. There are many, many, many thousands of Rangers fans absolutely distraught with that result on Saturday. Absolutely distraught. There you go.
Anybody talking about a guy who got put off his fishing?
Oh dear.
How we doing, Mr. Global Ambassador?
No bad. I'm sitting across the car there. You tell me Kenny Miller's playing?
No, he's on the bench. He's on the bench.
Oh, thank God for that. You can leave him near the bench either, man. Just when I had Cairo and I'm driving home to try and catch the game here. I was on night shift last night, so I don't know if I missed the game because you was talking there. What's the rest of the team?
I'll let Ibrox announce the team. Ibrox, remember the team?
Yeah, it's Foringham, Tavernier, Bates, Martin, John, Holt, Goss, Candeas, Windass, Murphy, and Cummings. So it's basically Cummings in for Morales. The bench is Alnwick, Cardozo, Hardy, Doherty, Dodu, Miller, and Morales.
E.K. Bear can do that.
The boss boss man, eh?
Can do it in English.
The boss boss man.
We
How's the young Docker not playing?
Oh, I wish you'd have phoned in 10 minutes ago. Give me the same answer again someday. Exactly.
You'll probably find he isn't fit. Number one, he's probably not fit.
Exact same question we asked earlier.
He's a seasoned professional, 96 games in the Premier League. Better than the 2 midfielders.
No, but remember when he came to us, he hadn't played for 4 weeks. He hadn't kicked the ball for 4 weeks, so it could be he's carrying a knock or something. You just don't know.
I think it's a fair question.
Right, I'm going to drop one of yous or all yous if you don't talk.
Right, I'm going to go, guys. I'm going to go. Take care, all the best, everyone.
All the best, Al.
Right,
All the best, Al.
I don't know about Dockett being fit. I think up until Saturday, mate, Holt and Goss had done okay, yeah? Bridgman?
Sorry, pal, I was doing something else there just at that moment in time. Could you repeat that, please?
Up until Saturday, whether we like it or no, Holt and Goss had done okay, yeah? I mean, they weren't...
absolutely.
I thought Goss was past marks on Saturday. I didn't think Jason Holt was. So the managers maybe said, right, okay, we'll get Docherty on for maybe half an hour again and slowly build them up and see where it takes us. You know, he might get a full game on Sunday against Derry United. And if it's up to the boy to take his chance, you know. But obviously the managers went with this sort of 4-4-1-1 or however 4-4-2 if you want, whatever you want, how you want to set it up. So that means it's difficult unless you take Holt or Goss out the team to put the boy Docherty in. E.K. Bear.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't disagree with that. I'm sort of semi-surprised we're not seeing Docherty from the start tonight. I think giving Holt a game out might actually be beneficial. I mean, how many games has he played in the trot now? Like 16 or 17 or something like that from what I remember from the other week against Fraserburgh it was. They said 16 or 17. So it might be an idea to give him a game out. I do like Holt. He works hard, but he's got limitations in the game that sort of passes him by. That you can't quite drag us back into it. Maybe Docherty would be better for that. It's hard to say because I think they'd prefer a proper holding midfielder in there, like Jack or like McCrory. And the trouble is with those two both injured, we don't really have one. Which kind of limits us in terms of what we have to do. We just have to play sort of two deep-lying playmakers and just hope for the best kind of thing and just hope the game doesn't run over us in the middle of the park. Especially when you've got Windass, because as we kind of said earlier, if it's Windass, then essentially it is the two of them almost by themselves, especially if we start have to be slightly more defensive like it was on Saturday. But hopefully with it being Thistle, that shouldn't be too bad.
Good comment, mate. Gary?
Sorry, guys, man. Our net went down. That's me just back. Sorry.
All right, mate. All right. We're talking about the boys, Greg Docherty. Where do we fit him in? And some people might think you play him in the Windass role and see how he goes, or you'd have to drop Holt or Goss. What's your thinking?
For me, mate, if I'm honest, right? See, because obviously we were talking about the captaincy a wee while ago as well. For me, I don't see... I'm not slating Jason Holt. He's played well recently. I don't see what he's done to merit having the armband for me. Do you know what I mean? He has done well recently, but I don't see what qualities he's got that allows him to have the armband for me. Do you know what I mean? So if I was going to replace anybody, it would be him, I have to say, if I was going to bring Docherty in.
All right. What about yourself, Ibrox?
It would be easy for me, mate. I know you say that Goss and Holt have played well since they've been together, but just for the sheer fact that Holt didn't have the best game on Saturday, mate, I would have maybe tried to freshen it up. I know what Bridge is saying. Greg's not had a game for 4 weeks. I still believe he's kept up to date with his fitness and everything else. I believe that he's got maybe an hour, half an hour in him. But as you say, Ox, maybe bring him on for the last half hour. That builds him up, and you give him the full game on Sunday for the sheer reason that now he's been registered to play in the Cup, that he's one of the players that, because of the opposition on Saturday, no saying not the worst opposition, Sunday, sorry, you could give Greg Docherty close to 90 minutes as possible come Sunday, and that means that if he needs to be called into league action, then he can start from the beginning, mate.
We've been joined by a caller. Evening, caller.
Hello, it's Travel Rock.
Hello, mate. Didn't recognise the number, mate. How you doing, mate?
Oh, that was why I called, because I knew you wouldn't bring me in Skype. You and the other members of the Josh Windass fan club.
You may have lost that caller. How we doing?
Oh, Kenny Miller, oh, Kenny Miller.
In the Navy, in the Navy.
Travel Rock, I don't know, we've lost him.
My singing's not that bad.
No. I don't know what's happened to him there. Must have a problem with his phone, Bridge, man, eh?
I love it, by the way. Just brilliant. Just brilliant. Just brilliant. But I did expect Travel to come in and give you into trouble for the pillorying of Kenny Miller.
Listen, at the Rangers Radio Player of the Year dance, Kenny Miller and Lee Wallace will be there.
Well, I would imagine that Travel will probably maybe the only one that's there. What?
I will get another caller coming back in.
I can't believe you cut me off. Imagine cutting me off. Oh, brilliant. Well done, Ox. Yeah. In all seriousness, can somebody answer me? Why's Greg Docherty not playing?
Are you taking the
That's
pee?
Big Al. Big Al was on 5 minutes ago.
Oh, dear.
Would you play him instead of Windass, mate? Seriously.
Oh, listen, Ox. I thought last night I made it clear. Windass shouldn't be getting a jersey tonight. I would have played Greg Docherty in ahead of Windass, no doubt. I would have put. I think we need to sort our midfield out. We need to get control of the game.
We're getting overrun in the midfield, aye.
I know that, mate, and that's. I see. I kind of tried to make a point last night. We were getting destroyed in midfield on Saturday. Even just having somebody go in there for 5 or 10 minutes, just to take the sting out of them. But they didn't. We just allowed them more and more. I mean, we gave them the motivation to keep pushing and pushing, and eventually got their goal. We can't afford for that to happen tonight. We need to stay on the front foot all the time. I don't think we're going to go and win this game 3 or 4-0.
But we need
it's going to be 1-0 or 2-1.
We're not scoring enough goals. The whole season, we're not scoring enough goals. You know, the last game at Firhill, we went in at 1-0 at half time, and we should have been 2 or 3 up. They get a bad goal. I think it was a deflected goal. Then they score a goal, and we're 2-1 down before. I think it was Doran's got us out of jail, if I remember right. But the game should have been. They should have been looking at 3-0 at half time, not having a sniff, and that's the problem.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like Cairo said, we're having 20 shots at goal most games. We score 1 or 2 goals. The other team's having 3 or 4 and scoring a goal.
So why, for that reason, why have we not gone up there with Cummins and Morales up front then? Go for a 2-man attack. Let's get more forwards there.
If you don't win the midfield, It doesn't matter who you've got up front. Messi when they score goals for us, because sometimes we
I know
don't
that,
get up front.
That's what I'm saying last night. It doesn't matter if you put two of the best in there, even they're up against 3 and 4 of them. It doesn't matter how good they are. The numbers kill them all the time, and we've seen it so often, especially at our own place.
Yeah. Anyway, mate, give us a shout out because we're near that time of the evening.
Best of luck to the players tonight. I hope he's something to shout about and positively shout. No shout in a bad way.
All right, mate. All right, get behind the team. Cairo, you know how cruel sport can be, mate. I've seen you for 4 hours at a frame of snooker and then off at the black ball, mate. So give us a shout out.
I know that was just that one. That was just that one snooker tee.
Have you seen that as well, Oxdear?
Oh, I was there with you, mate. I've never
one snooker. 4 hours it took me to get it. 158 I racked up for the opposition before I got that frigging ball. Anyway, a shout out for the night. Well, my shout out of the night is for the supporters that are going out to Partick tonight just to see this game out to Mary Hill, because after Saturday everybody was pig sick, and hopefully we got a better show tonight, and players that kind of let the jersey down a wee bit on Saturday, they better hopefully let's see their hair and their chest out pumping tonight and fucking get out there and playing some decent football.
All right, Gary.
We need a huge response tonight, definitely. The boys need to go out there and show that they want to play for us. They want to play for the fans. I'd say we need a good few goals tonight. We need a huge response after Saturday, definitely.
Hi, Brooks.
Just a big shout out to the squad and get us a result tonight. And can I just say a big well done to Jason Cummins getting his first league start tonight. So I hope he does really well for us.
Here. Cumbrian Bear, the most positive Rangers supporter I've ever
Again, as I always say, if we bring our A team to the table here, I think we've got to beat them. Don't forget, Thistle gave a lot of people a good game down there, you know. So we've got, it'll not be as easy as we think, but you always expect the Rangers to beat the Thistle. So come on, the Rangers, get round about them, lads.
Bridgeman?
Yeah, I want to echo everybody's shout out. I've got one gripe I would like to get off my chest at the moment, apart from our squad, and that's just to say that it's a disgrace, utter disgrace. There's no TV coverage of this game tonight. Absolutely shocking. I'm not being funny when I say it. It's just utterly disgraceful. The way Rangers have been treated, Rangers fans have been treated. There's no reason why that game cannot be live on TV. Rangers have fulfilled everything. They've bought all the tickets for all their allocation. That game should be shown live on Rangers TV. 100%. That's my thought. Anyway, to all the Rangers fans all over the world watching this game tonight. Sorry?
It's on our TV.
No, I'm not saying it. I'm saying it should be on live and viewable here at this time.
All right, you need to.
It's live outside the country. As soon as we've sold our allocation, Rangers should be able to broadcast that internally straight to the Rangers fans. That's the way it should be, in my opinion. It's just stupid. I know it's live on. People are saying it's live on our TV, but it's no live. It's live after the event. It's live for people outside the UK, and it's just wrong. In my opinion, it's wrong. We should be saying, sold all our tickets, all the allocations done, switch that over, get it in there live for Rangers viewers. So all the Rangers fans can come and buy whatever they want to buy through their season tickets or whatever, and just go in and buy to see pay-per-view or whatever. I don't care. As far as I'm concerned, it's just wrong. And everybody's language, and any language in the world is wrong. To all the Rangers fans all over the world, watch the game tonight if you can, and let's cheer the team on. Let's get in there, Rangers, and get tore right into them. And Mr. Cummings, a wee hat-trick, please. Thank you.
You feel better for getting that off your chest?
Well, actually, I do. I'm absolutely fuming. I've been fuming since Saturday, the way we played, but it's just wrong. Everything's wrong now.
Oh, Ger, I feel better for Bridge getting that off my chest. He's absolutely right what he's saying. He's absolutely right what he's saying there, absolutely. The same with Dutchy put in the lobby. Everything's sold out. It's a Tuesday night, and we can't see the game. The Rangers are losing probably millions out of a season with this if they don't know work it right. It's absolutely ridiculous. In this day and age, this sort of stuff, it's crap.
I'd like to thank you for your support on that one, Cairo. And I didn't see Dutchie's, but Dutchie, well said, pal. And it's time we all upped in arms.
Hey, listen, I'm on double time if you don't shut up. Right. This has been Rangers Radio. We'll be back approximately 15 minutes when these all gets. I hope they're no moaning about the football and we're talking about a victory.
We'll find something else to moan about.
Cheers, mate. We'll be back approximately 15 minutes after the final whistle. This has been Rangers Radio. Come on, the Rangers.
Come on, the Bears.
Come on, the Rangers.